Germany started this game at the bottom of Group A in the women's handball, desperately needing a win against Slovenia. The Germans had lost their first 2 matches, Slovenia with 1 win and 1 defeat so far. Julia Meidhoff was determined to improve things for Germany. She scored 4 quick goals as the women in white opened up an early advantage, a lead which gradually increased. Lisa Antle on the score sheet here, 16-9 Germany at half-time. Slovenia are making their first appearance in this sport at an Olympic Games. Anna Gross was their biggest threat. This her 6th goal as she tried to get her country back into it. But Germany's attack was firing for the first time in the tournament. Their lead grew and grew, approaching full time. No wonder the players were enjoying it. It finished 41-22. A mix of relief and joy at the end for Germany. With the top 4 teams from 6 qualifying for the quarterfinals, both sides do still have a chance of making it through.
The heats of the women's sculls had taken place in wet weather. By contrast, the quarterfinals were staged on a sunny morning at the Nautical Stadium. Tara Rigney of Australia and Kara Kohler of the United States had both won their heats. The pair soon broke away from the rest of the boats in the opening quarter-final. Rigney crossed the line first, with Kohler in second. The first 3 to cross the finish line in each of the quarter-finals would progress through to the semi-finals. Caroline Florin of the Netherlands won a silver medal in the women's 4 at the last Olympic Games. Florin, the current women's singles sculls world champion, reinforced her status as one of the favourites for the gold medal with victory in the second quarter-final. Germany's Alexandra Fuster was the runner-up. Florin's main rival, Emma Twigg of New Zealand, is the defending gold medalist, having won at Tokyo 2020. Twigg recorded a time almost 3 seconds faster than the Dutch rower as she won the 3rd quarter-final. Lithuania's Victoria Senkutier and Uzbekistan's Anna Praketen were both in contention for first place in the 4th and last quarter-final as they approached the end of the 2,000-metre course. Senkutier just edged ahead to claim the win. No surprises in the women's single sculls, the main contenders for medals all through to the semi-finals.
Another step forward, I guess. It's a big week with 4 races, so I want to make sure that I'm winning every race, and that's what we did today. Probably an advantage that some would say that, I've done it 4 times before and this is my 5th go at it, so it seems very familiar, and I'm trying to make the most of that. The crowds are pretty amazing. You hear them from about the 750 mark to go, that's when it really starts getting tough, so it's nice to have some crowd support, and the French have really showed out, which is amazing.
The quarter-finals of the men's single sculls saw 24 rowers compete for the 12 semi-final places, which would go to the first 3 boats to cross the finish line in each race. Thomas McIntosh of New Zealand and Denmark's Sverre Nielsen had both won their heats, and they were first and second in the opening quarter-final. There were also 2 heat winners in the next quarter-final, Oliver Zeidler of Germany and Mihai Căruț of Romania. Both would progress through to the semi-finals. Zeidler, the current world champion, finished first, Tim Bries of Belgium and Căruț claimed the other qualifying places. Stefanos Douskos of Greece won the gold medal in the men's single sculls at the last Olympic Games. It was the first gold medal for Greece at an Olympic rowing event. Simon van Dorp of the Netherlands won the race, with Croatia's Damir Martin also going through. Douskos was comfortable in 3rd as he had a 9-second lead over the 4th-placed boat. Individual neutral athlete Yohini Zalati of the AIN team was first in the fourth and last quarter-final. As all the rowers predicted to be among the contenders for medals went through to the semi-finals. The first of the semi-finals in the women's double sculls featured two of the heat winners, New Zealand and France having both finished first at the previous stage. 3 boats from each of the semi-finals would qualify for the final. The New Zealand pair of Brooke Francis and Lucy Spores were 1 second ahead of the Netherlands and France at the 1,000-metre midway point, with Czechia just behind in fourth. However, as the crews made their way towards the finish line, Czechia dropped off the pace to leave the first 3 boats clear to claim their place in the final. Francis and Spores led New Zealand to first place, with the Netherlands second and France in third. The second semi-final featured the favourites for the gold medal, Ankuta Bodnar and Simona Radic of Romania. They had won the gold medal at Tokyo 2020 and hadn't lost a race at this distance in a major international rowing event since 2019. With 500 metres remaining, the Romanian duo were in fourth place, behind Great Britain, Australia and Norway. However, Bodnar and Radic increased the pace as the finish line got closer to overtake the trio of boats in front of them and extend that impressive 5-year winning run. Great Britain was second, and it was close for the last remaining place in the final. Norway just edged out Australia. Bodnar and Radic remain strong favourites to retain the gold medal. Melvin Twelaar and Stef Brunink of the Netherlands were silver medalists in the men's double sculls at Tokyo 2020. Romania were expected to be their main challengers in the first of the semi-finals. The first 3 to cross the line in each race qualified for the final. And at the midway point of the opening race, Serbia were narrowly ahead, with Spain in second, Romania third, the Dutch duo just behind in fourth. As the finish line got closer, Twelaar and Brunink surged forward to take the lead, while Serbia dropped off the pace. The Netherlands, Spain and Romania through to the final. Hugo Boucheron and Matteo Andro Diaz of France had won the gold medal in the men's double sculls at the Tokyo Olympics. They were backed by enthusiastic home support at the Nautical Stadium as the second semi-final got underway. Germany were in front after 1,000 metres. The defending gold medalists from France were already 2 seconds behind the leaders, so had plenty to do if they were to finish in the top 3. With 600 metres to go, Ireland's Dara Lynch and Philip Doyle made their move as they surged past their rivals into first place. The Irish pair maintained their lead to finish 1 second ahead of the United States of America. New Zealand took third, which meant France, the gold medalists from Tokyo 2020, were out, to the huge disappointment of the Paris crowd.
I think if you think about the medal too much, you're really focusing on the wrong things. I think we need to really focus on the process, on what we actually have to do, and that is row as fast as possible from A to B. And but of course, it's very hard not to think about these things, like the pink elephant in the room.
At the Chateau Rouge Shooting Centre, the medals were decided in the 10-metre air pistol mixed team event. With the individual Olympic champion Woo Ye-jin in their ranks, the Republic of Korea faced an Indian team for whom Manu Bhaker had already made history in Paris by becoming the first woman from the country to claim an Olympic shooting medal, a bronze. In teams of 2, the athletes shoot a round or series of shots, with the highest combined score earning 2 points. The first to 16 wins, and India raced ahead to a 14-6 lead to the delight of their fans. They quietened, though, as South Korea pulled 4 points back until Baka and partner Sarabjot Singh on the right of the screen finally got over the line with their third match point to win India's first Olympic mixed team shooting medal. The gold medal match was between Serbian duo Damir Mikec and Zorana Arunovic and Turkey's Şevval İlayda Tarhan and Yusuf Dikec, with both teams seeking to stand on top of an Olympic shooting podium for the first time. Turkey stormed to an 8-2 lead, only for Serbia to level at 10-10, to the delight of Arunovic, chasing a first medal at her fourth Olympics. But Turkey went 14-12 up, meaning they had a shot for gold, only to waste it. 10.9 is the maximum score possible, Arunovic hitting a 10.8 under white-hot pressure. 14-all, whoever won the next round would be champions. A 10.7 from Mikec. Could Dikec, on the right of the screen, respond? He could not, and Serbia had edged a most dramatic final. 9 Olympics between the Serbs, but a first gold medal for both, and look what it meant. So bronze for India, silver for Turkey, and for the first time, Olympic shooting gold for Serbia.
It was really a roller coaster, I think, during the match. We were down 8-2, as you could see, and then we know each other for such a long time, yes. You know, and we've been training together. We know each other for 20 years, and we know we can rely on each other, and when we know we're going to give our best. So we kind of put our faith into each other and just said let's go.
It's first Olympic medal, and his 5th Olympic Games. I'm in the first Olympic Games, and we are really happy to get the silver. It doesn't matter. There is no color for the medals. We are saying like this always. So we are really happy, but we really wanted to be a champion, as always.
This time I feel satisfied, and I'm like, okay, thank God. But the last shot was his, so I owe it to him. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the support.